There we go. Yo, yo, yo. I've been trying to connect. This thing been acting crazy on me. What up, everybody? Hopefully, y'all accept my apologies for the delay, and we can get this thing going. Trying to get signed all the way in, locked all the way in. There we go. Now we here. What's up, everybody? A couple of y'all in already, I see. So we definitely gonna jump into some charts. Um, yeah, just let me know y'all hear me nice and clear. Just let me know y'all see the my computer screen, and we can definitely dive in from there. Let me see real quick. Anybody? I see Logan checking in. What's good? What's good? All right, so yeah, we gonna get going. I'm assuming y'all with me. Yeah, there we go. Hey Michelle, welcome in, Queen. We're gonna get going. So I'm going to jump into the big four. I will start off with SPY as I always do. What I ask y'all is if you got any questions about any stocks that you want to be charted, you drop a comment in the comment section. I will see the comments, and as I see the comments, I will answer them as soon as I can. The stocks, or if you got questions about the stock market in general, and not even necessarily about something being charted, I'll answer that in the comments. Just drop a comment, and I'll definitely give you my insight on it. Now, that being the case, first ticker we definitely gonna start off with is SPY, and I hope that my tier three squad is here because the tier three squad asked me to chart out a couple of things. Oh, there we go. Shantae, well, welcome in, Queen. Bug off. Nice to see you, bro. And happy Memorial Day, Irma. Welcome in, everybody. All right. So yeah, we're gonna start off with SPY. I hope my tier three squad is here because y'all asked me to chart some stocks over the weekend, and I'm gonna drop those charts here today while I'm on this channel. So we're gonna be here. Might be an hour, might be two, whatever. Uh, just trying to learn and prepare and make sure we ready for the week to come. So that's what it's all about. We will start out with SPY. Y'all see that on my screen. And listen, if you new here and you're not familiar with charting, I should always tell you to ask me, whatever you need to ask to get yourself acclimated with charting. If you're new here and you've never been to one of my live sessions before, I use a few different indicators, four different EMAs. I use the RSI, I use the MACD. All these things play a part in what I'm looking for, what I'm trying to chart. So if you're not familiar with any of those indicators, definitely drop a comment and ask about those indicators. This is Finviz. This is where I chart at. Finviz is a great tool. Is one of the best things that I found in the last, I guess I found that towards the end of 2021. So definitely like Finviz. And if you don't have Finviz, you should have Finviz. It'll help you a whole lot with charting. Definitely keep that in mind. Now, finally, going into charting. When you check out SPY, you will see. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger for y'all. There we go. So you'll see right here, you got this nice bullish action right here. Big bull candle, big bull candle. That big bull candle right there was Thursday, and it took back the 20-day EMA. And then finally, you got this big bull candle right here, which was Friday. Now, to those of you that are new here, I'm a momentum trader. If you're familiar with me, you already know. I like to catch good momentum and ride it up higher, and I like to catch bad momentum and ride it down lower. So, looking at SPY, this candle opened at 407.97. It got as high as 415.38. It got as low as 407.70, and it closed at 415.26. So, was a super bullish move right there. SPY has been on a roll. Friday was no different. And right here, what I'm looking at is not super extended at this point. And I definitely see a possibility of SPY testing out this 420 area. Um, and that can happen as soon as tomorrow. If SPY is to bust through 420, that'll be a super strong move. And then your next level you will be looking for would be somewhere around this 425 area, where that's the next area of resistance. But 420 is definitely the next target for SPY. get through that. 425 would be next. Also, if I can, I'd like to kind of show you guys, draw this line real quick to show you guys how SPY is doing things right now. SPY is definitely, did I click that? I think I did. SPY is definitely in a breakout type of area. If I come to the top of this, I'm trying to move my mouse over a little bit right there, and you can kind of try to move this thing down just like that. And as I put that line right there, what that line is essentially telling you is SPY is in what you would call a falling wedge. And that's a good thing because it broke up out of the falling wedge. So where you see that line at, that's pretty much saying that SPY was having trouble getting through that area. It broke through briefly right here, and then after it broke through, it couldn't handle it, and it just never came through again. And finally, we got to the point where we broke out again. So if we have a bullish day Tuesday is a very important day. If we have a bullish day Tuesday, then this looks like SPY should at least, like I said, 420 and 425, and then you'll possibly have some pullback. The reason why I say that is because this line is like around that 412-ish type area, and the last time SPY broke through, that was like around that like 442-ish type area, and the thing got the rise up to 450. So it was around an $8 move. We broke out around 412-ish. So that 420, it could be 420 and then a dump again. We might not see 425. If we see 420, I would definitely get conservative with carrying calls overnight from there. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. You understand what I'm saying? I will save that. Yeah, I will save that in just so it can stick. And that'll kind of give you guys an idea of what SPY looks like right there. If I looked at SPY on a weekly, you'll see had lost the 100-day EMA, which is blue line right here. It lost the 100-day. It struggled to reclaim it the week after, which is this candle. And then we finally recovered it and finished strongly. So it's a bullish sign. It looks like there's more room to the upside on SPY. We'll see how much room, but I definitely think 420 is possible. If you get through that 420 area, from there, that's where I would kind of sort of get conservative and wondering if we're going to have any pullback like we did the next breakthrough, that prior breakthrough of that little wedge that we're in currently. So that's SPY. Let's see here. Going forward past SPY, we're going to go to QQQ and check out QQQ. And we always start off on a daily, guys. QQQ, kind of the same area. If I wanted to, let's click on that. Let's grab that line right there. And then let's come over here. And you can kind of take QQQ. Same type of area. Now, QQQ actually has more room. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I did mean to do that. QQQ actually has more room. Can I move this over a little bit? There we go. This actually has a lot more room in there before we get to the top of that wedge. The top of that is around that 315 area. And this last candle right here opened at 302.53, got as high as 309.25, got as low as 302.42, and closed at 309.10. So it closed towards the top. However, it was a bullish day again, same as it was on SPY. QQQ definitely has more room up, and this thing has not broken out of this area, of this falling trend right here, this wedge. It has not broken out of this area since it started in early April. So this will be the first time that QQQ shows any strength in the market right now, which could be possible because Fed are talking about, inflation coming down a bit, and inflation is a big concern for a lot of the tech stocks that make up QQQ. So definitely got room here. If we open up any kind of bullish, you definitely can see this thing push to the top of this 315 area. Get to the top of that 315 area, then you got to get a little conservative and wonder if we're going to pull back at all. But you definitely have room to the upside here. MACD super bullish, RSI super bullish. So all that looks good in the name of QQQ. And I'll save that in. And let's see, I got anything over here? Not yet. Bet we're going to keep going. We're going to jump into Dia. So, guys, I always start out with the big four. If you are new here, if you're new here, you may not know that. But the big four, SPY, QQQ, Dia, and IWM, essentially is most of the stocks you're going to trade are going to be in one of those ETFs, if not more than one of those ETFs. So that's why I like to chart these stocks, because if the ETF is bullish, then it's a good possibility that the bigger stocks in those ETFs could be bullish as well. And if the ETFs are bearish, then it's a good possibility that the big stocks in that ETF could be bearish. So it's kind of like a cheat code to know that. Like if you know SPY is bullish, then you figure out what's the biggest ETFs in SPY, and then you play with those. Or if you know QQQ is bullish, then you find out what's the biggest, most impactful stocks in QQQ, and you play off of those. And the same goes in reverse if it's bearish. So that's why I always start with the big four. Now, moving over to Dia. Dia also reclaimed that 20-day EMA on Thursday, and then they had this big bull candle right here on Friday. Friday candle opened up at 327.17. It got as high as 332.13. It got as low as 326.82. And it closed at 332.07. So closed at the very top, as did most of these stocks that you're going to see us talk about today. So very strong finish right here. This 332 area and is just underneath the 50-day EMA. Now, if you are to have any kind of bullish movement whatsoever, you could probably take this thing to about this, let's see here, around that 336, 335 area. You could probably run Dia up another $3 is essentially what's going to happen. $3 and change. So that would be the next level that I'll be concerned about. From there, I will be looking at D at 340. And again, this is not to say that these numbers are definitely going to come, but it's to say that right now it's at least looking bullish. If we're talking about the chart itself does look bullishly. The MACD, super strong right here, pointed directly up. When this black line down here crosses above the red line, that is a bullish sign. And obviously right here, you see the black line is pointed straight up, right above the red line, which is a great sign. The RSI is at 54.94, so it's really moderate right now. It's really neutral. There's definitely room to the upside. You don't got to worry too much about that. So from what I see, SPY looks bullish, QQQ looks bullish, and DIA looks bullish. We're going to jump into IWM, of course. I will check and see if y'all dropped anything just yet. I don't see any stocks from y'all yet. Welcome in, everybody that's here. I see we got a couple people in. Definitely hope y'all enjoying y'all Memorial Day. Hope y'all had some barbecue. I ain't get barbecue, but I definitely got a nice dinner, so I'm waiting for that. Have a little pasta tonight, you know. But yeah, we don't want to get too off the chart issue, because when I talk about food, I could talk all day. That being the case, though, the final of the big four, we're looking at IWM. Now, with IWM, you come over here and you see very similar setup to the previous ones, except IWM, the previous, and when I say the previous, I'm talking about SPY, QQQ, and DIA. They had this little like almost like a double bottom, but the second leg of the double bottom went down a little further than the first leg. IWM showed more strength. It actually did not go down further during the second leg. And then what you have right here, if I could zoom in a little bit, I've been talking about this a lot recently, and I just want to share it again. You see this red candle right here? I'll move my mouse, but that red candle right next to that green candle. So that candle right there is a 2 down candle. So when you see that 2 down, and then you see a candle right next to it, a green candle right next to it, that's a 2 up. When you see the 2 down and then you see the 2 up, that is a bullish sign. And right after that, what we had, bullish day, bullish day. Now, let me explain to you what I mean by 2 down and 2 up, because I know I probably got somebody here who not familiar with it. Baggage at the door and Irma got a couple questions for me in the comment section. I will get to that. let me explain to y'all guys this 2 down, 2 up scenario. So there's 3 types of candles you're going to see. There's a 1 candle, a 2 candle, and a 3 candle. Now, the 1 candle is also referred to as an inside bar. The reason why it's called an inside bar is because it's literally inside the candle prior. So, in other words, it's not higher than the candle prior and it's not lower than the candle prior. I'm going to give y'all a great example because I see it right here on my screen sticking out right here. Where's my mouse? If you follow my mouse right here, you see this big red candle in middle of March, and then you see this green candle right the day after. That will be a 1 bar or inside bar because it's not higher than this candle and it's not lower than this candle. So when you see a candle like that, that's called a 1, or it's called an inside candle or inside bar. So there's a 1 candle, there's a 2 candle. Now the 2 candle is going to have either a higher high than the previous candle or a lower low than the previous candle. So for example, again, stand right here in March because it's right in front of my face. So you see this green candle right here, right? And then you see this candle right here above it. This candle does not have a lower low than this candle, but it does have a higher high. So that will be considered a 2. But that's not just a regular 2, it's a 2 up because it has a higher high but not a higher low. Now, let's say, for example, that candle was going this way, going downward. Then it would be considered a 2 down. So if you go over here again to May, you see this Doji candle right here, this Doji candle, and then this red candle right here. It doesn't have a higher high, but it does have a lower low. So because it has a lower low, it becomes a 2 down. So when you see the 2 down and then you see the 2 up right next to it, which means if it's a 2 up, it doesn't have a lower low, but it does have a higher high. So when you see the 2 up right next to it, what happens is that is a good sign of reversal. So you get the 2 down, and it's got to come on a downward trend. So the stock is trending downward. Is right here. It goes down, 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 down. You get your 2 down, and then you get your 2 up. So that's your reversal right there. When you get your 2 down, your 2 up, it's an indicator that the stock could be bullish. Now, the third candle that I do want to explain to you guys is a 3 bar, is a 3 candle. That's also referred to as an outside candle. Now, the reason why it's called an outside is the exact opposite of why the 1 is called an inside, is because the outside candle has a higher high than the candle before and a higher low than the candle before. So if I was to look at this chart right here in April, right here mid-April, you see that little red candle right here that I got on my screen. Let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Boom, right here. You see that little red candle? And then you see the big red candle right next to it. This candle has a higher high and a lower low. So that would be considered a 3 bar right there. So that's a 1 candle, a 2 candle, and a 3 candle. Now, I say all that to say, when I see this 2 down, 2 up reversal right here, that's called a 2-2 reversal. When I see that, and then I see us take out the 20-day EMA in this candle, that lets me know IWM is trading strong. So if you see that, then you know on Friday, hypothetically, you could have jumped in IWM calls. Full disclosure, I did not jump in IWM calls on Friday. I was trading some other things. But if you did, you know there was an opportunity to make money. Now, this candle right here, this Friday candle, opened at 183.76. It got as high as 187.65. It got as low as 183.40. And it closed at 187.64. So it closed right at the very top. Now from here, again, this still looks bullish. There's nothing in this that tells me it's going to reverse. However, you do got some resistance around this 190 area. So that would be an area I would look at to see if I was in IWM calls, I might be taking profit around that 190 area. If you break through that 190 area, there's a strong possibility. If you break through and you don't pull back, there's a strong possibility you can see this run up into that 200 area, which would be nice. It's not no real strong resistance here. I guess a little bit around 194. But if you get through 194, definitely 200 could be the aim on IWM. So that'll be something to keep your eyes on. And if you look at the RSI is pretty neutral. It's not a big deal one way or another. And the MACD is super bullish. So that's what you see right there on IWM. Now Irma asked me about AMD. So we're going to jump into AMD. We're going to see what they chart look like. And she asked me about CHPT. So we're going to jump into both of those and see what they look like real quick. And kind of see if those things it look like it could be money to be made for us there. AMD pulling them up. This is the daily. Looking at the daily, you have right here, nice big bull candle on Thursday. That's a nice one right there. And then Friday we reclaimed the 50-day EMA, so that's a good sign. The last time, if I'm looking at this chart, the last time that we reclaimed the 50-day on AMD, we wound up giving it back the very next day, which is in early May. So we'll see if we can hold that. But that's something to definitely be curious of. The last time we got that 50-day, we definitely gave it right back the next day. AMD, however, opened at 131, got as high as 102.40, got as low as 99.38, and it closed at 102.26, closing towards the top. If I was looking at AMD right here, I would definitely be looking to jump in if AMD opens this day above 102.40. Above 102.40, I like calls. If, however, this thing lost that 99 number, then I would think maybe this is going to give away that 50-day EMA again. And then I would maybe jump in puts and you could chance that, ride that put down to 96. So for me, above 102.50, you could jump in calls. Below 99, you could jump into puts and see how that works. I like that. So I'm actually going to alert myself on that. 102.50 and below 99. And like I said, guys, this is one of the reasons I like Finviz, because I can set up alerts like this. I'm only one guy, so I can't watch, 57 stocks at once. But I can set up 57 alerts. And when I get an alert, then I know that it's possible I'll jump into that play. And for those that are new here, let me elaborate. If my alert go off, that doesn't mean I'm guaranteed to jump into play, but it just gives me a reminder to look at that play to see if I want to jump in again. So you're definitely more than welcome to take notes on my alerts, but it is not a guarantee that I'm saying jump into the play at this number. So keep that in mind, but definitely you're more than welcome to take notes. I hope you learned something from it. And if you saw my video earlier today, I did drop a video earlier today. It was more so quote unquote business related. But if you jump into those, if you see those alerts and they're helpful to you, then like I said in my video earlier today, there's a super thanks button that they got on videos where you can hit the super thanks as opposed to the like and the comment. And the super thanks just allow you a chance to contribute to the growth of the channel. You'll send, I think it's $2 or $5 or $10 or $50. I think those are the options. So if you ever use one of my alerts and make some money, definitely hit the super thanks, and it's super appreciated, no pun intended, because those donations will add up and help the channel grow and help me continue to be able to put out the time it takes to put in the effort to give you guys this information. So it's definitely helpful. And even on the live videos, I believe there's something called a super chat. And if you hit the super chat, you could donate something. So hypothetically speaking, if you're watching this live and you're like, yo, that was a good tip right there, you could hit the super chat and you could donate $2, $5, $10, $20, whatever it is, and it'll pop up as a super chat. And that's always, again, no pun intended, super appreciated. So definitely, guys, keep that in mind with this video and any other video of mine. I definitely appreciate you for it. Moving into the next chart is CHPT. And we're going to check out CHPT and see how that looks. Let me see. I just want to see if I got any new ones. I see Amazon got a question and baggage at the door asking about a couple stocks. All right, cool. So looking at CHPT, I think the last time I talked about this, I said it needed to be over 12. And if it got over 12, you could possibly make some money here. I don't know if y'all remember that. If y'all don't remember that, you should go watch my last live because I believe somebody just asked me about CHPT. Obviously, it opened up Friday above, well, not opened up, but it went above 12. And when it went above 12, it ran pretty good. Nice big bull candle. So this one opened at 1186. It got as high as 1349. It got as low as 1185. And it finished the day at 1345. So strong move right there by CHPT. Definitely something that could have made you some money if you got several contracts of these and saw that thing go above $12. So again, to go back to what I was just saying, just to kind of get my point across to you. So if you were watching the last live and you saw me say CHPT over 12 is a go, and then you jumped in CHPT over 12 and then you made a couple pennies, then hypothetically you would go to that video or the next video, however, and you would hit the super thanks button or the super chat button and, be like, yo, boss, I was able to make a couple pennies off this play and I'll show y'all some love. Whoever do that, if somebody do that, I plan on shouting those people out on my videos, kind of the same way I do in my options group chat. So that's neither here nor there at this point. Right here from CHPT, I'm looking at above 14. And the reason why I say above 14, just for you guys that's not all the way versed in support and resistance, boom. If I draw that line right there, straight across my screen, you'll see when we lost 14 right here, we came back, we briefly grabbed it, and then what did we do? We gave it right back. Came back, briefly grabbed it, gave it right back. Then we got it again, gave it back. So that 14 is a key number right here. Once we got it, we rolled it, came back, tested, took off. Came back, tested, we lost it, tried to test it again, and just broke down completely. So 14 is a big number on this stock. Above 14, I would definitely be interested in CHPT calls. If it were to lose that 12 area again, you could definitely be, try your luck with puts. Below 12, I don't think there's a whole lot of downside, so I don't know if I would be interested in puts on CHPT personally, but I would be interested in CHPT to the upside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set an alert for above 14 on it, but that's not something that I do a lot. And I say that because I always try to tell you guys, you want to be prepared for a bullish day and you want to be prepared for a bearish day. And I say that to say that normally I'll set an alert for a call and an alert for a put, and that's way I'm not naked if I'm expecting a bullish day and the market turns out to be bearish, and I'm not naked if I'm expecting a bearish day and the market turns out to be bullish. But in this case, I wouldn't really be interested in CHPT puts if we were bearish, so I'm just going to set the alert to the upside. Above 14, I could see myself into some CHPT calls. It's not a bad looking play. It's not a bad looking setup. Try to get rid of some of these alerts that went off. Get them out the way real quick. And boom. Let's drop that. Now, that said, baggage at the door. She asked me, is it true that Amazon could hit 3K this week? And to that, I would say, yeah, it could. Will I say that it's going to happen? I'm leery because we still got some economy issues and we still got some inflation issues, and Amazon did have weak earnings. So I'm not going to say for sure that they're going to 3K this week, but it's possible. And that being the case, you should definitely be looking to see if you can find an entry into Amazon calls if you're not already in Amazon calls. My paid options group chat is in Amazon calls right now. Actually, baggage at the door. Why am I talking to you like you're not in my paid options group chat? Sorry, you are in the options group chat. So we're in a couple Amazon calls right now. And I am expecting Amazon to be bullish. It has a nice chart set up that we went over last week. The chart has not changed. I'm looking forward to go above 23.16. Above 23.16, that is another entry with a lot of room to run up until the 24.69 area, if I recall correctly. So Amazon is definitely bullish and definitely has room to the upside. Baggage at the door asked about CSX. So let's check out CSX real quick. I can tell you this is not one that I trade often. And I can already tell you why I don't trade it often. So if you look at this, if you look at the high of this candle and the low of this candle, right? The high is 32.15 and the low is 31.67. So that in itself is about a 50-cent move, we'll call it. That's not a big move at all. If you trade in options and the stock move 50 cent, you're not really going to make no money off of that. If you look at the candle from the day before, that candle, that moves about 90 cent. All right, that's a all right move. That's not a bad move. The candle from the day before moves about 50 cent. The candle from the day before moves about 60 cent. The candle from the day before moves about 70 cent, 40 cents, excuse me. So I say all that to say this is not a really liquid stock. When I trade options, I try to trade options on stocks that are liquid. And what I mean is there's going to be a nice gap, a nice range between a high and a low, depending on the size of the stock. So if you go back to CHPT, I was just talking about, I believe the high of that stock was 1386 and a low of that stock was like 11 something. So that's a $2 move on a $13 stock. Compare that to a 60-cent move on a $30 stock. That's not a big move at all. So this stock right here, if you're talking about for options, I would not be interested in trading it for options. And I hope you're not interested in trading for options. That's what I would say to you. If you're talking about for shares, then it looks like it's hit its bottom as far as shares go. So this could be a good time to have shares, but definitely not a stock I would trade options on. So for that reason, I'm not going to even go through a chart in this stock. I just wanted to explain to you why it's not a good stock to trade options on. NAT got earnings tomorrow pre-market. Let's check out NAT's chart. So if we pull those guys up, now this is so firstly, earnings is not something that we chart. We know that. With earnings is going to do what it do. If it's a win, obviously it could gap up. If it's a loss, obviously it's going to gap down. That we can't chart. But what we can do here is we can look and see that it looks like it possibly hit a near-term bottom. Now, obviously, earnings could make that a silly statement if it's a bad earnings. So there's that. But as far as the chart itself go, it looks like it's hitting near-term bottom, and it's not, again, a super liquid stock. It's not a good stock to trade options on. It's just too small of a stock to really make money. Like, you have to buy 60, 70 contracts of this to make any money. So as opposed to doing that, why not just get a better stock with more liquidity, with more volume, that's going to give you an opportunity to really make some real money. So again, if we're talking about options, I would not necessarily trade this stock for options. So for that reason, I won't chart it. But if you talk about for shares, minus earnings, it looks like it's hit a near-term bottom. I'll say that much for NAT. Ravina said, what does it mean for the owner of record for Amazon 527? The owner of record for Amazon 527 is going to be a very happy person because they're going to get 19 additional shares for each one share that they own. So if you got 5 shares of Amazon, congratulations, you now got 20 shares of got 100 shares of Amazon. So that's going to be a nice position to be in if you have 100 shares of Amazon. That being the case, I'm going to be very interested to see how Amazon trades this week. So it has room to the upside, but I wonder how much buying is going to take place compared to Friday. Just considering the fact that 527, I guess, was the deadline to get those extra shares. But it's definitely going to be an opportunity for Amazon to continue to be bullish this week. If you got Amazon shares, your one is now going to turn into 20. Your one, you're going to get 19 more. But the price is going to be divided. So, like, if Amazon is trading at 2,300 right now, you're not going to have 20 shares of Amazon at 2,300. It'll be whatever it's 2,300 divided by 20. Just so I don't want nobody to think the wrong thing that they're gonna just make a whole lot of money because Amazon is split, and it don't go that way. It'll be equal value. So whatever is 2,300 divided by 20 will be the amount of dollars your shares will be on Amazon. It'll be, I'm just making up a number here, $112 a share. and that'll be your 20 shares, as opposed to you having one share at $2,300. So that's that. Baggage at the door said she trying to guess what our profit will be. You know what? I don't even want to guess. I just want to open my eyes on Tuesday at 9:30. Well, I don't want to say Tuesday at 9:30. I just want to open my computer, my Tasty Works. I think that's where I got my Amazon calls. I just want to open my Tasty Works at 9:30 and see that bottom line just be nice and bright and dark green. If I see a nice dark green number, I'll be happy, and I'll get to tell y'all to take profit. That's what I'm looking for. I don't even want to know what it's going to be ahead of time. Logan wants to check out Afram. Long Money, what's up, good brother? Welcome, man. Glad to see you, man. Logan, we gonna check out Afram real quick. Let's see how that thing look. Afram, pull that up. In Afram right here, guys. This one got the small candles. So I gotta zoom in and make sure y'all get the looks. So right here, we was kind of going sideways for a bit, for a good about the middle of May. Then we kind of went down, looked like we hit our bottom, and we took off. Reclaimed the 20-day EMA, and after we reclaimed the 20-day, looked like we taking a run at the 50-day, which is that gold line on my screen. Looked like we taking a run at that 50-day. Now, from here, if you talk about this candle right here, this candle opened at 28.14. It got as high as 30.87. It got as low as 28.14, and it closed at 30.35. So it closed towards the top. Definitely a bullish move. For me, right here, for my taste, I'm not really excited about Afram right here. I probably needed to take out that 32 area, that 32.50 area, which is around where the 50-day EMA is. If take out that 32.50 area, I could start getting interested because I could think about testing 40. But until we take out that 50-day EMA, I'm not much interested here. I would rather sit back and kind of watch this name from afar. The RSI is moderate, so it's not a problem. And the MACD is bullish. Look like it's just getting started trying to be bullish. So we'll see how strong it could be. But for me, again, I need that 50 taken out. You take out that 50-day around that 32.50 area, I'll set an alert for that. Take out the 50-day, and maybe we got something here. If we were going to the downside and we lost 28, maybe you retest this 23 area. So it could be money to the downside. Above 32.50 and below 28 would definitely be my areas of interest for Afram. Wow, I had a brain cramp real quick. So that's what I'll be looking at. You know what? I did that all wrong. 32.50 is what I said, and 28. So that's what I'll be looking at on Afram. I'm not much excited about it right here, right now. Get that 50-day back, and maybe I will be excited from there. But definitely have my eyes on Afram. Y'all that's here, if you have not already hit the like button, please don't be afraid to hit the like button. Definitely show your support. You hitting them likes make YouTube notice me and show my videos to other people. I'm a small YouTuber, definitely trying to grow. So I definitely need that help growing. Just y'all hitting the like button, just y'all watching my videos, whether it's this video or another video of mine, it puts me on YouTube radar. So YouTube will want to show my videos to other people. So I definitely appreciate that. I see a couple of y'all just hit the like button now. So shout out to y'all. Y'all definitely the homies for that. We're going to check out NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA, and see what they look like real quick. NVDA. And again, if you're new here, because I don't know who been here from the beginning, all you gotta do is drop the stock that you're interested in the comments. I will see that stock and I will chart those stocks chronologically as best as I can. Or if you have a question, drop your question in the comments. I will answer your question as best as I can. You can ask me anything, stock market or whatever. I'm an open book for the most part. So yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do, just drop that comment and I'm definitely on it. But checking out NVIDIA, we're going to jump in on that. NVIDIA right here, sweet setup. We're going to zoom in on NVIDIA. So what you got right here, you dumping. You get to your bottom, boom. Then what you do, you come up a little bit, and then what you do, you dump. You get to the bottom, boom, and then you take off. So anybody that's watching this channel at all, that watched this a little bit, you know what this is. This is a double bottom right here. Now, it's a full-fledged double bottom because you start dumping at the 200 area, and you hit your low, and then you come up trying to retest, and you hit the high of this candle. Now, the high of this candle right here is 183.71, right? So you hit your 183.71, and then you dump down again. Now, what you need for this to be a true blue double bottom is you need to at least take out 183.71. So to go back when I was talking about Amazon earlier, I mentioned to y'all 23.16, right? I said if it take out 23.16, that's another entry. So Amazon is setting up where it could possibly be a double bottom. So to be a true blue double bottom, you got to take out that middle area, that middle number. And Amazon's is 23.16. If it take out 23.16, then it started dumping around, I think it was around 24.69. So if it take out 23.16, the next area I'm looking for on Amazon is 24.69. This thing started dumping at around 200. It hit that 183.71. So if we take that out, this is a double bottom. And what did we do? On Friday, we hit 188.81. So that 183.71 is gone, right? So we took that out. Now, your next area that you're looking for, your next target is 200 because this is a double bottom right here. So now we're looking for 200 at the very least on NVDA. Super bullish setup. I don't even remember if I'm in the video calls. I feel like I'm in the video calls. Yeah, because I'm going to tell you what happened, guys. I have a tier 3 channel membership on YouTube. If you're not familiar with it, you should definitely ask me questions about it. And if I got any tier 3 members here, hopefully they'll tell you how decent tier 3 is in the comments. But I got a tier 3 channel membership in which I try to teach the team, things I know about stocks, things I know about charting, just the psychology of trading in general. They get real close personal access to me. They can message me anytime, hit me up anytime, whatever the case may be. We even talk about our families. It's a whole love festival in tier 3. But I say all that to say, I got calls for NVIDIA in tier 3, and I took profit on those. But I also believe that I got calls for NVIDIA that was not those calls in tier 3. I got them in my paid options group chat. And if you're not in my paid options group chat, you should definitely be in the comments asking me about my paid options group chat as well. And again, if I got people here that's in my paid options group chat, which I'm sure I'm due, hopefully they'll drop in the comments to tell you how decent the paid options group chat is. But I got calls for NVIDIA in the paid options group chat, and I believe we swung those calls. I believe I took profit on the tier 3 calls, and I swung the paid options group chat calls. And I'm glad I did, if I did, because this is a super sweet setup for NVIDIA. My gosh. This thing has no real trouble in it. It's looking like 200 is a done deal if it's going to be any kind of bullish this week. So if you in the video calls right now, you're probably going to be a happy person this week. If you're not in the video calls, then what you need to do is you need to catch NVIDIA trading at 189 or higher. If you catch them higher than 189, you want to jump in and get calls right there. Now, if NVIDIA was to reverse, and let's say they lost the low of this candle, which is 181, then maybe you want to jump into puts and you want to test the downside here. I don't really think that's going to happen, but it's a thing. It could happen. So below 181, you're looking at puts on NVIDIA. Above 189, you're looking at calls on NVIDIA. And if you're already inside calls on NVIDIA, all you got to do is sit back, grab something cold to drink, and kick your feet up because you about to make what you would make for a whole day at work. You about to make that in one trade, courtesy of the options group chat. So you definitely need to be in that thing if you're not already in it. I'm going to set that alert right here. That's a super sweet setup right there. Above 189. Listen, I'm already in the video calls, but above 189, I could possibly be in more than video calls. There's no reason that I got to limit the amount of money NVIDIA want to pay me. If NVIDIA want to pay me, I want to accept NVIDIA paying me. And if NVIDIA want to pay you, I hope you want to accept NVIDIA paying you. So I say that to say you definitely need to be in some NVIDIA calls if it's above 189. That's a super sweet setup right there. That thing looked nice. I'm glad I'm in that. Let's see here. Getting back over here. What we got? We got FCell. We got FCell. Yeah, Long Money. It's definitely been a minute. Guys, I gotta shout out my homie Long Money. Listen, Long Money is one of the first people to ever really show love to my YouTube. He would comment on all my videos. He would like all my videos. He would watch all my videos. And he did this before, like my channel wasn't even monetized yet when he was showing love. So Long Money, I definitely appreciate the homie right there, guys. So I mean, he one of the people, like I said, he been rocking with me for a long time. My channel wasn't even monetized when Long Money was rocking with me. That's definitely the homie. Logan want to check out FCell. I'm definitely going to check out FCell real quick. Let's see here. See how that thing look. Checking out FCell, guys. I see that nice bounce off the 3 area. We kind of consolidated a bit. And then we took back the 20-day EMA right here. And then you had a bullish day again on Friday. So this candle right here, Friday, opens at 402, got as high as 424, got as low as 402, and it closed at 422. Now, here's the thing. FCell used to be a stock that was great to trade. And when I talk about FCell being a stock that's great to trade, I'm talking about this FCell right here, above $6. This was a good FCell to trade. This below 6 FCell, it don't really do nothing for me. If you want to be bullish here, I mean, yeah, if you want to be bullish here, above 424, I would definitely jump into calls because it looked like it's hit its bottom, it consolidated, and now it's looking like it's ready to go get that 50-day EMA. Above 425, you could definitely jump into calls on FCell. For me, it's not tradable until I get 6 back. When I get 6 back, I'll start looking at FCell again. But if you must trade this above 425, jump in. If this lose $4, you could test the downside. To me, it's not a lot of room to the downside, so I wouldn't really play with this. But if you must, that's the numbers I would say. I'm not going to set no alerts for this because it don't really excite me in that kind of way. Let's see here. Todd Angel wants to check out Crowd, and I'm down for that. Let's check out Crowd. Let's see how they look. CRWD. Let's see how that thing look to us, guys. Looking at Crowd right here, you got whole lot of chop in here. It didn't look like we finally broke up out of the chop, so that's nice. You got this candle, and then you got your bull candle to take out the 20-day. And this candle opens at 158.89, got as high as 167.36, got as low as 158.67, and closed at 166.82. So it closed bullishly. That's a good sign. Towards the top. Definitely got a gap to fill right here. This is actually a sweet setup, Todd Angel. You caught this right after that little consolidation period. You had like most of May where we was consolidating, and then you caught it right here. So what you're looking for, this is money either way. Above 167.50, you bullish right here, and you could probably take this thing above 167.50. You could probably take this thing. You got a little turbulence around 170, right? But if you bust through 170, and you can even, if you want to be conservative, you could be patient and wait till it busts 170, which is possibly what I may do. This thing busts 170, and then you got a nice gap where you can run this thing up to 180. So I think 170 is going to be the move for me. What's that? Yeah, you can call that like 170.50. Above 170.50, you like calls up. You got the nice room to run this thing up to 180 and see what happens from there. However, if this was to reverse, if this candle reversed and it lost that 158.67 area, then you could play the downside to possibly run this back into 145. So that's how I would play that. Above 170, 170.50, below 158.50, you got your call and you got your put right there. But this has potential to be a very nice play if I can type the right numbers. My gosh. And 158.50. And I still can't type the right numbers. Guys, don't pay me no mind. I don't know why the heck I cannot type right now, but you definitely got room for both sides on that. So I think you caught that crowd at a very nice time where you got room to the up and to the down. Michelle wants to check out PayPal and Square. And I'm definitely down for that. And like you see what the homie Logan is saying, and you see what Irma is saying. Tier 3 will pay for itself. Tier 3 is fire. Guys, if you are not signed up for my tier 3, you're really sleeping because it's educational and we make money and it's for the low. It's $30 a month. Like, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I know me, I'll blow $30 in a week on takeout because I'm greedy like that. So if I can blow 30 on takeout, I can definitely blow 30 on some self-education, some self-betterment, because tier 3 will make you a better trader. I believe y'all seen Ravina here. Ravina, I was just giving her some flowers last night. Ravina joined tier 3. She wasn't really that, familiar per se with charting. And now Ravina chart like a boss. It's gonna be a couple more months. You're gonna see Ravina with a YouTube channel, and I'm gonna be looking at her, learning her stuff. Ravina is great, and a lot of that came from tier 3. So definitely keep that in mind. D Charles asks, is tier 3 better than the options group chat? That depends on you. So it depends on what you want. Tier 3 is more education based. If you want to learn, you want to be in tier 3. We will make some money in tier 3, but tier 3, I might drop one play a day, or like, sometimes it'll be one play every 2 days or whatever, depending on how the market is acting. If you want to make money right now, and not really focused on the learning part, you want to be in the options group chat. If you want to learn right now, you want to be in tier 3. The options group chat is more right now focused, so it costs more money. The tier 3 is more future focused, so it's a little bit cheaper, but you don't get as much upside on making money. In the options group chat, you can make a couple thousand on any given week. In tier 3, if we find a couple sweet Jones, you might make 1,000 in a week. And that's not to say it's going to happen every week. We got some weeks where we get smacked. I'm not gonna act like that don't happen, because sometimes we gonna get smacked. But you can easily make a stack in a week on tier 3. In the options group chat, you can make a couple stacks in a week. It's happened several times by several people. But I don't want to get too far. I just saw that question. I definitely wanted to answer that question. PayPal and Square, Michelle wanted us to check out. So let's check out PayPal and let's check out Square. And I'm not tripping. That did say PayPal and Square, right? Yeah. All right. I wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping. So looking at PayPal's chart, it's crazy. I remember when PayPal used to be 300 a share, and now I gotta zoom in to see their candles. I never would have imagined this, but inflation is a mo. I don't want to say the rest, but y'all get it. Looking at this chart right here, not really super excited about it. PayPal did get this bull candle to take us over the 20-day EMA, and that could maybe possibly be a turnaround. If you look at this candle, it opened at 81.14. It got as high as 85.42. It got as low as 80.74. And it closed at 85.21. So it closed towards the top. Now, PayPal above 85.42. So you can call that 85.50. Above 85.50, you could possibly run that into 90. You can actually run that a little bit higher. Excuse me. You could probably run that into like that 93 area. So, it definitely has some upside, if I'm being honest. It wasn't a name I was excited about, but it has room to the upside right here. Not a lot of room to the downside. I'm not much interested in PayPal puts right here. It would have to get dumb. It would have to get dumb red for PayPal puts to start really making some money. But above 85.50, you definitely got room to the upside, if I'm honest. You can definitely hit that 93 area, and from that 93 area, you can aim for 100. 100 will be a miracle right now because, like I said, the economy is still not great. Inflation is still not great, but it's possible. The MACD is bullish. The RSI is neutral, so, you definitely got room to the upside. I would definitely set an alert right here above 85.50, and maybe I'll jump into it. Not saying I will, but not saying I won't either. I mean, I won't commit to it. I'll treat it like we're just dating. Me and PayPal is casually dating. We're not serious right now. Now, on the other hand, Square, I'm very serious about Square. Square has a nice setup. And we're going to pull up the chart and we're going to show that right now. So this is the Square setup right here. You got the big dump down. And you kind of came back and you consolidated. And off the consolidation, you'll see the little pullback and then the takeoff. So now this candle takes out the 20-day EMA, open at 83.79, got as high as 90.99, got as low as 83.50, and closed at 90.52. So it closed towards the top. Now, what I'm looking for right here is I'm looking to catch this thing above 91. If I catch it above 91, you got a little turbulence around this. Let me see if I can get that 95.50 area. So you could possibly run it from 91 to the 95.50 area. If you want to be aggressive, you could test that 100 area if you so choose. But for me, if I'm already in square calls. So for me, if this thing hit 95, I'm taking profit. And not only am I taking profit, it's going to be a nice win. Going to make a couple $100 off of that move. So that'll be a nice one for me. However, if you're not in, above 91 could definitely run you into that 95 area. And if you want to be aggressive, maybe 100. I don't have to sit around and wait for 100 because if I hit 95, I would have already made nice money on it. Above 91, you could definitely hit calls. Below 83, you could play puts to the downside and see if this thing want to test that mid 70s again. Hopefully we don't see that, or if we do see it, hopefully we don't see it until I take profit in my calls at least. But above 91, you definitely got a shot, and below 83.50, you definitely got a shot on puts as well to take that thing down into the mid 70s area. So you want to set that alert up. Boom, got that one. I hope that answers your questions on those stocks, Michelle. Logan said we swung those NVIDIAs. Yes, we did. And I'm looking forward to them NVIDIAs. Them things are going to print crazy. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Baggage at the door. I thought she was asking me about Snap. She's saying, oh, Snap. All right, bet. D. Charles said, how much is the options group chat? The link is down. So the options group chat is $65 for the first month of the group chat to new members. And it is $120 a month for every month after that. So the 65 is kind of like I don't want to say a trial, but it's kind of like a trial. So you jump in, you pay 65. I'm not charging the full price, and you kind of see how I trade, how I operate in the chat, how accessible I am, and you see if it's something for you. And if it's something for you, you stick around. The stick around price is $120. I got people with me that been with me since April of last year. And I'm very fortunate, blessed to have those people. And I got people, that have already paid up until 2023. And obviously, we still in the middle of 2022. So it's some people that love me. But then there's some people that might hate my guts. And, they rock for a month and then they dip out. That's cool, too. But it's for you to check out. Also, D. Charles, obviously, you don't have no YouTube picture. But I would be remiss if I did not tell you or tell everyone again, if you didn't watch my video from earlier today, we're almost at Juneteenth. Well, we're almost at the month of June, which gives me an opportunity to commemorate Juneteenth. D. Charles, I'm not sure if you're African American or not, but to anybody whose skin look like mine, I'm giving them a free week in the options group chat. All you got to do is hit me up and say, yo, I want to check out the options group chat and be someone that was never in the options group chat before and be someone whose skin look like mine. I don't hate anybody. That's just me loving myself and loving the people that look like me and wanting to see us do better. So anybody that's here that's interested in the options group chat and your skin so happen to look familiar to my skin or similar, then you already know what to do. Dang, that was tongue-tied. But y'all get what I'm saying, though. Definitely take advantage of that because I want to help some people. It's my way of feeling like I'm at least attempting to give back. I don't want to be the guy who made a couple pennies and forgot where I came from. I mean, I still remember living in the hood, just recently got out the hood, and you can probably tell how I talk that I ain't really that far from the hood as far as my mentality go. I just ain't doing dumb stuff anymore, thankfully. But nevertheless, Ravina wants to check out Facebook. So we're going to check out Facebook. Bus driver uppercut, welcome in, good brother. I didn't even know you was here yet. Let's check out Facebook real quick, y'all. Let's see how that thing's setting up. I'm gonna give y'all a dirty secret right here. So y'all know, obviously, I got the options group chat, and that's where I call most of my plays. And I got tier 3, and that is where I call a few extra plays. But y'all know, sometimes I'm me, and I just jump into an extra play to play around by myself. I believe I'm not 100% sure, but I believe I'm in some Facebook 190 calls right now, just by myself, just like something I was playing around with. Sometimes when I jump into a personal play, I would give like the group or my Facebook people or my Twitter people an option to buy the play, like, just a little separate, send 10, 20, 50 bucks, whatever, 100 bucks, some people send, and I'll give them the play. And sometimes I don't even say nothing because I don't want it to seem like I'm chasing money, if that makes sense. I'll make it available at times because I do want y'all to, hop in these extra plays. And then sometimes I just don't even say nothing because I don't want it to seem like I'm chasing bread. So it's kind of a rock and a hard spot that I be in. But I believe I'm in Facebook calls right now on my solo. That's not even in the group. Nevertheless, looking at Facebook, let's zoom in a little bit. Facebook right here, it had this gap down Doji action. And after that gap down Doji, it's been bull, bull, bull. And right here, we right on the cusp of that 20-day EMA. And what I'm looking for, excuse me, is I'm looking to take out that 20-day and I'm looking to take out that 200 number. I already got causes in the money, if I recall. But I definitely still think that there's room for this to go on the upside. So this Facebook opened at 191.20. It got as high as 195.33. It got as low as 189.80, and it closed at 195.13. So it closed towards the top, right? And if you look at that 20-day EMA, that 20-day EMA, can I get as close as possible? That thing is probably around 195.57. So it's probably around that 195 area. Any type of bullish movement whatsoever right here, and you should be able to run into 200. Now the question is going to be, can we bust through 200? Facebook has had a lot of trouble with getting through 200 since they lost 200. We lost it in early May. We got through a little bit right here. We got up 205 and then we gave it back. We couldn't hold that. So it's going to be some question if we can get through 200. If I were looking to get in Facebook right now, if I'm not already in, if I am in, I'm comfortable. This looks bullish. If I'm not already in, I would like to see this bust 200 before I jumped in. And maybe I can ride it to 205. And if you're aggressive with it, you could probably test it and see if you can run into what's that? That's 213. If you can get through 205, you can maybe get to 213. But nevertheless, 205 is the safe area if you want to play it safe. But I would be interested here above 200. And if this thing reversed and I lost 189.80, then I would look and see if we're going to retest that 180 area that we just bounced off of. So you can possibly make some money puts that way. I'm going to set my alert above 200 and below, I think I said 189.80, so we'll call it 189.50. And below 189.50, maybe you make some money on puts that way. I'm trying to get rid of some of these alerts that I see that I already used. It's just a bugaboo when I see them on my screen. I don't know why. Don't judge me. But Facebook, if you're in it already, it looks bullish. If you're not in it, to me, the next entry is at 200. That's the next time I would jump into Facebook myself. Let me see. D. Charles, you can catch me on Facebook, John Gale Options Boss. You can catch me on Twitter, John Gale Options Boss. You can catch me on Instagram, John Gale Options Boss. Any of those, and I'll definitely get you started with that 1 week. So just let me know. any of them you want to go to, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, just type in John Gale, the Options Boss. And whatever you see, that's me. So yeah, that's that. Bus driver uppercut want to check out Lily, and long money want to check out PLTR. So we're going to check out both of them real quick. And again, if you here and you just got here, definitely do me a big favor. Hit the like button. Every time you hit the like button, it put YouTube, it put me on YouTube's radar. So YouTube will be more likely to show my videos to others. and try to help me grow my small little channel. I think I got a little bit of information, a little bit of knowledge. So I think my channel should be bigger, but it won't be bigger without the help of y'all. Watching the videos, commenting on the videos, liking the videos. Basically, I'm nothing without y'all. Y'all like the videos, YouTube will like the videos. Y'all don't, YouTube won't either. So, if you just got here and you haven't hit the like button, definitely hit the like button. My gosh, Lily, what a big bull candle right here. The first thing I noticed when I got here was this big bull candle. The second thing I noticed is the RSI is at 69. So you got to tread lightly here. I'm not saying you can't enter with the RSI this high, but what I'm saying is you got to enter with an amount of money that you're willing to lose, and you got to be willing to cut this play if it reverses really quickly. So now, those of y'all that's not familiar with the RSI, the RSI is a relative strength index. It usually operates between 30 and 70, right? So 30 is the low end, 70 is the high end. When it gets towards 70, essentially what's going to happen, not automatically at 70 either, because it can go over. It can go to 80, it can go to 90, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of times what will happen when it gets to that 70 area is people going to start taking profit. And when people start taking profit, that means they selling their shares. That means the price is going to go down. So not saying that you can't enter this play on a call. You can, but you got to be willing. You got to be willing to see if it reverse on you. You got to be willing to cut it quick because it's a risky play to jump into. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean it's automatically going to reverse because it could go higher. Like if you look here in April, the RSI went higher than 70. And really a good amount of March, the RSI was higher than 70. And it wasn't no real sell-off for a while. So doesn't mean it's not room to the upside. Just mean be very careful. And if you playing with Lily on calls, only play with an amount of money that you're comfortable taking an L on if you so happen to take an L. Now, that being said, I'm a momentum trader, guys. So I love momentum. I see an RSI near 69. It don't scare me. It alert me. It makes me aware, but I'm not scared. So I definitely could jump into Lily calls, and if I took an L, so be it. But I would be aware of the fact that the RSI is that high, and I will probably cut this a lot sooner than I would cut a play if the RSI would say at 57. So just think of it like that. But looking at Lily, this candle opens at 312.40. It got as high as 324.08. It got as low as 311.26, and it closed at 323.48. So it closed towards the top. It was a strong bull candle, and this has been a great takeoff for Lily. It really lost that 20-day EMA, and after it lost that 20-day EMA and it reclaimed it, it's kind of been a machine essentially. So what I would be looking for out of Lily is I like Lily above 324.50. Above 324.50, I would jump into calls right here and I would see what happened. Like I said, I wouldn't be super aggressive. I might not have 6 contracts on Lily, but I'm not afraid of getting 2 and seeing what happened and, make the calls a little bit out the money so that way I'm not risking a whole lot of premium. That's kind of how I would be looking at Lily right here. Above 324.50, definitely jump in. However, what I would do, now you guys know I like the higher the candle and the lower the candle. So the lower this candle was 311.26. Below 311, you could definitely jump into puts here. However, if you wanted to be aggressive on puts, and I'm not saying be aggressive, I'm just saying if you wanted to be aggressive on puts, you can catch this thing below 320 and you can probably ride it down back down to this 310 area and see how it handle that. And probably even lower than 310, but I'm saying at least that 310 area. That's a nice little gap down if it's going to gap down. But I would definitely, I'm not even going to play with that gap right there. You got to be aggressive to catch that gap. I'm not going to be that aggressive on puts right now because I think the market is bullish. But I'll definitely set my alert for that 324.50 just in case really want to act crazy. I don't mind trying to sneak in and get a couple really pennies. I don't mind that myself. I don't mind it at all. So there you go. Set my alert on Lily. Hopefully that's helpful to y'all. Long Money want to check out PLTR. And Bud Law got a couple for me. And my homie Godwin is around. What's up, good brother? I hope all is well. Definitely hope all is well. Baggage at the door asked me a question. She asked, would I play puts on Amazon after the split to anticipate the drop from people pulling out their profits? No, I would not. If you trying to take profit on Amazon, now is definitely not the time. Uh, because a lot of people is going to be raid on Amazon. Remember, Amazon is trading down their 52-week lows right now. So no, if selling off happened on Amazon, it's going to happen not because people are taking profit. It's going to happen because inflation is an issue and the economy is an issue, and Amazon is giving bad guidance, etc. But not necessarily because of profit taking. I don't see that being a thing at all because Amazon is way off of the highs. So this is not the time to take profit on Amazon. This is the time to buy more Amazon if you like the company, which I do like the company, but I know inflation is an issue. I know high gas prices is hurting Amazon, things of that nature. So that's that. Ravina's another one. Just shouted out tier 3. Guys, I'm telling y'all, tier 3, if you hearing you're not in tier 3, you sleeping. And if you hear and you is in tier 3, you already know why I speak so highly of tier 3. I think it's a great example of people having an opportunity to learn. So that's that. PLTR is the next one. We're gonna check that out. Speaking of, y'all asked me for so many stocks, and don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm glad that y'all being interactive, but y'all asking for so many stocks. I haven't even gotten to my tier 3 stocks yet that the squad asked me to check out. So I definitely got to get to that still. It's already 7:30. PLTR, long money. I can tell you now, this is not going to be one worth trading. When me and you first met, this thing was trading around 20 a share, 25 a share, 18 a share, all that stuff. This ain't that no more. So right here, you're going to have a close range. The high of the stock is 885 a share. The low of the stock is 843 a share. That's a 42-cent move. As an options trader, you need a stock to move more than 40 cents for you to make money. So, you got to get like 30 contracts and then move 40 cents for you to make some kind of worthwhile money. Who want to do all that? When you could just, instead of trading PLTR, you can just trade NVIDIA, or you could trade Snow, or you could trade Tesla, or you could trade AMD, or, something like that. You can make some money like that. A stock moving 40 cents ain't going to help you, bro. I would not advise anybody to trade PLTR right now. And for me, for my 2 cents, PLTR is not going to be worth trading until we get back to 12. When it's get over 12, wake me up. Below 12, I have zero interest in trading PLTR. And for that reason, I'm not even going to chart it. But I just want to let you know it's really not a stock you should trade. And if you didn't understand why, just ask me again and I'll elaborate on why. But for now, take my word for it. You don't want to trade this. It's going to be a waste of money. Don't do it. Going down from PLTR, Bart Law asked about AMC. So we're going to check out AMC real quick. He asked about AMC, Melly, GME, and Roblox. So we got a couple he asked about, the homie, no doubt. AMC. Let's check them out. AMC is another one of them Jones where, obviously this can get going at any point, but AMC is not as far away from the other stocks that I talked about trading and I said I won't trade. For me, and I got my homie Logan is here. Logan trade AMC and make money off AMC like it's nobody business. For me, I'm not interested in trading AMC until it's at least at 15. Above 15, you could definitely think about calls right here. And AMC also, if you look at the chart, let me dive in a little bit. It also has a bit of that double bottom action. So at 15, we start dumping, right? Boom, you hit our bottom. You come up, retest, but you can't catch it. Then you bottom again, and then you take off. And this candle right here is over this middle candle right here. So that's definitely a double bottom setup. Now, that being the case, that maybe did get me a little bit interested in trading AMC. So what I'm looking at, let me see here, this candle, the high of this candle was 1447. Above 1450, but see, that's right next to 15. So I just wouldn't touch it until it hit 15. Above 15, you can maybe get calls here and AMC can pick up some steam. I'll set an alert for that 15 area. Below area for puts, I don't like this. I don't think it's a lot of downside here, but I am going to set that alert at 15. And above 15, AMC could definitely do something. And I know if Logan is still here right now, I know Logan is rubbing his hands together, licking his lips, giving the Birdman look, because I know Logan loved AMC. He loved getting money off AMC. And I'm not mad at him. Anywhere you can get money at, get money. I can dig it. AMC, we got Melly. We're gonna check out Melly real quick. Melly had a big run. It might have been last week or the week before, and I was looking for it and I missed it. And I'm upset that I missed it. And am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. Well, no, I'm not tripping. From right here, from this little 747 area, ran all the way up to 835, and I wanted to catch Melly because I knew it was going to reverse soon, and I missed it, and I'm upset that I did. Nevertheless, it is what it is. You had the bull candle right here, and then you had the Doji on Friday. So the Doji candle, let me zoom in because it's small. The Doji candle is not one of my favorite candles. You see that candle? So it looks kind of like a cross. You got wick at the top, you got wick at the bottom, and then you got that small little candle in the middle going sideways. Zoom in on that so y'all can see it. This is the Doji. And what that Doji does, guys, is it just signals indecisiveness on the stock. So the buyers don't know if they want to buy. The bears don't know if they want to be bears. It kind of puts you in a tough spot. So for me, I don't like trading. I don't like trading a stock coming off of that Doji. But if this thing, because it's right here, it's right next to that 20-day. If this thing reclaimed that 20-day EMA, which is around 827, almost 828. If it reclaimed that 20-day EMA, this thing could definitely grab some momentum quick. And this is a big mover. It's not a super popular stock. Not a lot of people talk about Melly, but it's a big mover. If you catch this thing over that 827 area, as crazy as this is going to sound, don't be surprised if that thing run into 1,000. This thing, when it moves strongly. I'm surprised more people don't trade this stock. I'm going to set that alert above that. I'm going to set it at 828. Above that area, you could definitely see what's going to happen. If you were looking to the downside here, 785 is going to be your magic number to the downside. And I'll set that as well. 828, 785, and you could possibly make some money off of Melly. And it's a stock that, it can move. It can move. It's one of them drones where I guess people don't trade it as much because it's not an American stock. I think it's like Spain or something like that. It's like the Amazon of Spain or something along those lines. But if you catch that thing on the right day, I have traded a few times, that thing will move quickly. We're going to check out GME. Let's see how that looks real quick. GME, pulling that up. GME had a couple big bull days, and I missed both of them. Friday had a red day. Opened at 140.13, got as high as 143.70, got as low as 127, and closed at 137.21. So it closed towards the downside. It did, however, it looked like, let me see. It did finish just above the 200-day EMA. So it still has some strength, but it definitely, it obviously was not the strongest. Now, what I would be looking for here, if I was looking to enter GME, I wouldn't even be looking to the high of this candle. I'd be looking at the high. Let me see. What is 143.70? And let me see the high of that. Yeah, see, you could play around with this. GME, if you are aggressive, if you aggressively want to trade GME above 143.70, you can jump in calls. If you want to be a little more conservative, I would probably wait for that 148.50 to jump into calls and see how that worked. And if you want to wait the 148.50, because that's right next to 150, that might not even be a great entry. So you might even want to wait the 148.50, 150, which essentially is just telling me with all this waiting I got to do, GME is just not in the place I want to trade right now. If you in it, if you already in calls, as long as it hold 137, that 200-day EMA, as long as it hold that area, you good. But as far as jumping in new calls, I'm not really excited about it right here because I need 150 from where it's at, the way that this chart is set up. Above 150, I could get excited, but it finished the day at 137. So it would take a big run to get it to 150. And then by the time you got that big run to get it to 150, The RSI is at 61 now. The RSI is probably going to be close to 70. So I say all that to say, I don't know if I'm super excited about GME calls right here. Now, like I said, this day was red. It finished at 137.21, but the low of the candle was 127. So what I'm seeing here is if this thing started to lose the 200-day EMA, like I said, if this lost 137, even though this is not the low of the candle, if it lost 137, you could definitely test this to the downside and see if it'll bounce off that 127 area, which is the 100-day EMA. I will set an alert for the put. I'm not really excited for the call. I'm going to set this at 137. Below 137, I could definitely jump into GME puts and see if I can ride this thing down to 127. Above this area, I needed to get to 150. And then by the time to get to 150, I don't know if I'm going to like how the RSI looks. So I'm not really super excited about that. We're going to check out Roblox real quick. So let's see what Roblox is talking about. Roblox pulling that up. And Roblox is almost in that no man's land. Actually, I'm not even going to zoom in on that yet. I want to show you guys what I mean. And Roblox, guys, is a stock that I traded a lot. But right now, it's playing inside the channel. And what I mean by inside the channel, where's my line? Why did my line not come up? I'm trying to show you guys. There we go. So that's one line, right? And then we're going to come over here. Darn it. And we're going to grab another line. And we're going to come. And if I can put it there, boom. So basically what I'm saying to you with these two lines, let me zoom in. What I'm saying to you is most of May and even a little bit towards the end of April, RBLX has been trading in between $27.50 and $36 a share. That's $9. So there is some range to that. But the thing is, if you look at the candles inside of it, it's a lot of, look, Doji, 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 Doji. You see how many Dojis that was? I didn't even count, but I said it a whole lot. So what I'm saying to you is this thing is not trading with any real strength to the upside at all. It's trade a little strength to the downside, obviously, because it's going downward. But this is not tradable right now. And that's sad for me because I love trading Roblox. I made a lot of money trading this stock, but I can't trade it right now. It's not tradable. If it breaks out of that 36 area, maybe I'll look at it again, but it's just not really doing much now. I would not recommend trading this unless you absolutely have to. And if you absolutely have to, then something's wrong because there's a million other stocks you could trade. So there's that. Godwin want to check out Tesla, so let's pull them up real quick. Full disclosure, again, guys, I believe I'm in Tesla calls by myself. I didn't make that a play known to the group chat or to tier 3. I believe I'm in a Tesla 800 call right now. And I feel real good about it because this chart is very strong. So when you look at Tesla, right, guys, I believe we talked about this last week. When you look at Tesla, you got the 2 down, you got the 2 up. So when you see that, you see the 2 down, you see the 2 up, then you know this big bull candle is going to happen. If you're here right now and you did not hear me explain what a 2 down, 2 up is, drop a comment and I'll re-explain it again. If you don't drop that comment, I'm going to assume everybody here currently knows what a 2 down, 2 up is. So I won't explain it again. But I see the 2 down, I see the 2 up. So I knew this big bull candle was going to happen. So because I knew that, my paid options group chat, we made a lot of money off Tesla on this day. And because I knew what that 2 down, 2 up was, my paid options group chat made even more money off Tesla on this day. And because I knew that 2 down, 2 up, what that was, me on the side got a couple of extra Tesla calls myself, waiting to see how they look come Tuesday morning. And like I said, I believe I got 800 calls on Tesla right now. But this candle opened at 722.10. It got as high as 759.80. It got as low as 720.53. And it closed at 759.63. So this thing closed towards the tippy top. Nice finish by Tesla, and it's right below the 20-day EMA. Now, that said, Tesla has had trouble breaking through the 20-day. We couldn't do it in early May, and we struggled the last time we tried to do it in late April. We did break through in mid-April, but we was right on the seesaw. So this will be a good opportunity to see how much strength Tesla got. Now, the one thing about Tesla, guys, is when it starts moving, anybody that's here, anybody that trades stocks know when Tesla start moving, it's a freaking machine. So if I am right, it's going to blow through that 20-day. And when it blow through that 20-day, 800, if you see it right here on my screen, is definitely a good area to aim for, which I got 800 calls. I was aiming specifically for that area. However, Tesla could definitely blow through this thing, and you can see Tesla trading at, what's the next area? The next real area will be 850. This thing could be at 850, by this time on Wednesday. No problem. That's just how Tesla can move. It's definitely bullish here. If you're looking to enter Tesla, above 760 calls could work. If you're looking to test the downside, if you're saying this thing is going to hit the 20 and reject like it has been doing, then you could probably jump into puts if this thing opens red at all, if you want to be aggressive on it. If you want to be conservative on it, which me, I would err on the side of caution right here. But if you want to be conservative on it, below 720, you could definitely try puts right here. 760 for calls, below 720 for puts. That'll definitely get you where you want to be. I'm going to set both of those alerts, 760 and I think I said 720. And that'll definitely get you where you want to be on Tesla. Definitely a bullish setup. When I saw that 2 down, 2 up, I knew it was time to eat. And y'all know the name of my group chat is Let's Eat. So, I was definitely trying to jump in that thing myself. And go from there. D Charles said he hit me on IG. No doubt. I'm gonna definitely answer that after I do this live, after I knock out dinner. I'll definitely get with you. You will hear from me before the night is out, that's for sure. Long Money want to check out LCID. Yeah, let's check them out. I got them on my radar. I didn't jump in yet, but I definitely was looking at them last week. So I think I mentioned to somebody that I wanted LCID over 20. And LCID on this day, the last day they traded, Friday, opened at 1923, got as high as 1988, got as low as 1913, and closed at 1983. So it closed at the tippy top. Again, another stock towards the top. Above 20, I like calls on LCID. And if you get above 20, you could probably see this thing run to like that 2150 area, and then maybe you want to think about taking profit unless you want to be aggressive. And if you want to be aggressive, you could probably take it to that 2250 area. By 2250 area, I would definitely get conservative. But above 20, LCID definitely looks bullish to me. If this thing was to lose that 19 area, maybe you start retesting that 17 area. Could be a thing. Definitely could work that way. So I would say above 20 is for calls, below 19 is for puts, and it could be some money to be made either way. It won't be a monster trade unless you get a lot of contracts, but it's definitely a possibility that you could make some money on it. So that's LCID, and it's still on my radar. Now, I don't see any more stocks here, so I'm going to jump into my tier 3 stuff and start charting that for the members. Hopefully, they check this video out if they ain't already here. No doubt, Long Money, you my guy, so that's what I'm here for. Where am I at? Where is my, darn it, I'm trying to find, there we go, tier 3. So Ravina, no, the first one is Pam. Pam is at the bottom. She wants to check out Tesla, which we already did. COP, we could check them out. DG and Walmart. And guys, listen, I'm doing my tier 3 stuff, but if somebody have a chart that they want to have me chart that I have not charted, drop it in the comments. I will still chart your stuff. But if not, I'm going to run through these tier 3 Johns and, get ourselves locked in. And real quick, while we're doing this on live, I'm going to go over the pre-market. And I will see that we are bullish, but we are off the highs so far. This is futures. Any true blue options trader check futures all the time. We're definitely off the highs right now, so that's kind of salty for me. But I'm hoping we can get that back over the course of the night. Now, Looking at COP. COP last candle opened at 112.15, got as high as 114.60, got as low as 111.87, and closed at 114.60. So it closed towards the top. It closed at the very top. Actually, that might be the first time I've seen a stock close at the highest price of the day, and not like a couple cents off or something. But bullish finish right here. This RSI is smoking hot though. I see it at 68.54. So be careful here. But above 115, I would definitely enter calls right here. If this thing lost that 111.87 area, you can maybe enter puts and see if this thing is going to pull back at all. I would set an alert for both sides. Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't. I would set that alert for both sides. 115 for calls, and we'll call it 111.50 for puts. And COP definitely could be a possible moneymaker. Boom, check them out. Pam also asked about DG. Let's pull them up real quick. And let's see what DG is talking about. Big Tone, what up, homie? I see you checking in. I missed your phone call earlier. My bad. I'm definitely going to get with you, though. Definitely going to get with you. Looking at DG, we see right here, this thing opened up at 226.06, got as high as 230.80, got as low as 224.38, and it closed at 228.38. So it closed towards the top, but not at the very top. It's at a very tricky spot, though. This 230 area is very tricky. If you just look right where my mouse is, right across, you'll see a lot of resistance right there. So if this thing could take out 230, maybe you could get aggressive with calls right here. But you see, we hit that 230 area and we rejected it and finished the day at 228. So that could mean we don't got enough strength to get through. And if that's the case, then I would look I would look for this thing to open up anywhere, not open up, but to get anywhere below 224. Below 224, I would jump into puts and see if this thing is going to test the gap down. Above 230, maybe you got a chance to make some money on calls with this. The next area above that 230 that you would be worried about would be like that 236 area. So not a bad move at all. Above 230, below 224, definitely works on DG. And I hope Pam is here. If Pam is not here, obviously I got the video so she could check out the video. What did I just hit? I hope I didn't do anything crazy. All right, this looks fine. But Pam can always check out the video and know that I did her stop. And then we got Walmart she want to check out. So let's check out Walmart real quick for Pam. And Walmart, big gap down after earnings, we all know. And then it's kind of been moving back forward, matriculating day by day. So right here, right now, this Walmart opened at 125.49, got as high as 128.62, got as low as 125.31, and closed at 128.48. Closed towards the top. What I would like to see out of Walmart, I would like to see Walmart open up green. If Walmart opens up green and can take out this 130 area, I'm interested in Walmart calls right here. Not much interested in puts. I think we already got close to the bottom as we can get. And if you look at the RSI, you see the RSI is at 35. So like I was telling you to be leery of calls when the RSI is 69, 68, like it was with Lily. You also got to be leery of puts when the RSI is this low. So not much interested in puts here, but above 130, maybe Walmart calls is a move. I'll set an alert for that and see how that pans out for us next week or this week. And it seems like this has been a long weekend. It seemed like it was a 4-day weekend, not a 3-day weekend. I'm ready to trade, but I think that's because we had a couple good days in a row to finish the week. So I will let Pam know that those is done. And John Caldwell, the homie, he wants to check out Ross and F-Cell. So F-Cell we already did. We're going to check out Ross, though. And what the heck? Oh, I typed in the wrong thing. I'm like, wait a minute. But yeah, checking out Ross, guys. Ross was another one I was interested in last week, but I couldn't jump in. You see that Doji right there. So it wasn't really exciting for me. Opened up at 87.18, got as high as 89.22, got as low as 86.09, closed at 87.31. So it closed green, but barely. What I'm looking for out of Ross is very simple from here. I need Ross to take out 90. If it takes out 90, I can get behind some calls. Until this thing take out 90 from this area, I can't really do much. So that alert is very simple. Chart is very simple. I need 90. Above 90 and we can do something. Below 90, I can't do nothing with Ross but scroll past it. That's all I can do. I will let the homie know that both of these is done though. But he gave me his already, so I did knock his out. And then I got the homie James Jones next. Let me see if anybody dropped anything. D Charles donated. Hey, my guy, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for that. That's my first ever super chat, so I definitely appreciate you for that. Good look. Butler, I want to check out BBY. He said he been in the put for a week. I'm gonna check out BBY, and then we're gonna get back to the tier 3 unless I see somebody else dropping some. Definitely appreciate you for that, homie. That's my first one, so I feel kind of honored, like I'm a YouTuber now. I'll be seeing all the YouTubers get super chats and super thanks. I never got one. So good look. I appreciate you. BBY. Let's see what we got right here. Best Buy pulling them up. All right, you said you've been in puts for a week. Hold on. You said BBY or BBBY? BBY. All right, yeah. You said you've been in puts for a week. You are not happy if you've been in puts for a week. You got that big bull candle right here. I hope you jumped into the puts after this big bull candle at the very least. Because if you jumped into it at this 70 area, whew, I know how that go though. Looking right here, this chart looks super duper strong. If I was in puts, I would definitely be thinking about aborting mission. This thing opened at 82.23, got as high as 84.86, got as low as 82.18, and closed at 83.99. So it closed strongly. What I would be looking for if I was interested in calls here is I'll be trying to catch this above 85. Above 85, you can maybe run this thing into 90. However, if you got any chance of this put coming back, you need this to lose 82. If you can't lose 80, if you lose 82, maybe you can average down and try to get that back. But if this thing hold that 82 area, bro, you got no shot. And the thing that make me feel like you might be in trouble is the RSI is right there at 48, so it's neutral. There's plenty of room to the upside here. If this want to get bullish, there's plenty of room on it. And the MACD, the MACD was bearish, so I can see why you might have been in the put, but it just crossed over into the bullish area. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. The black line is the bullish line, right? So when the black line is below the red line, that's a bear signal. You can get puts all day right here, right? Now this thing turns up, and when that black line cross over the red line, that's bullish right there. So you want to put this thing look like it just got bullish on the chart. The RSI gives it plenty of room to the upside. This one could be a tough one. I mean, it happens to everybody. Like, you know, nobody's gonna go undefeated. I'm actually gonna set an alert for the call. I like this above 85. This is a nice solid bottom right there around that 70 area. Catch this above 85 and run it into 90. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna set that. And by the way, if y'all here, just so y'all know, 9 out of 10, I'm doing merch plays this week. So you know, this mess around and be a merch play for all I know. Not saying it will, not saying it won't, but it could be. It's on my radar for sure. It's a nice chart setup right there. So definitely keep your eyes on that BBY. Be very careful with that. 19 people here. This is the biggest it's been. Shout out to all y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me on Memorial's Day. Hope y'all have some fun getting some grilled food. If you got any questions about stocks or charts, drop your question in the comment. 20 people. Look at me. Look at y'all showing out. Drop your comment. I'll chart any stock you ask me. I'll answer any stock market question you ask me. If you have not hit the like button, thank you. Somebody just did. Hit the like button. I definitely appreciate you trying to grow my small little channel. I mean, share this knowledge with everybody who's interested. Definitely trying to do big things. In the meantime, until I get more stocks in the comments, I'm gonna continue charting my tier 3 stocks. And like I said, if you're not in tier 3, you definitely need to be. It's a great opportunity to learn and to try to get more knowledgeable about the stock market. My homie James Jones asked for PXD. So we're gonna check out PXD real quick. PXD, pulling them up. Nice strong chart right here. Bounced off the 20-day and just kept going. RSI is hot. RSI is at 67. So we got to be careful. But this candle right here opened at 271.28, got as high as 280.40, got as low as 269.47, and closed at 280. So this thing closed towards the very top. Anything above 280.50, I like calls right here. I would be careful because, like I said, the RSI is high. I wouldn't get 10 contracts, but you could definitely get 1 or 2 and possibly make some money right here. The MACD is super bullish. I like this setup. It's a beautiful chart. It's showing a lot of strength right here. Yeah, above 280.50, count me in. Do I like puts right here? If this thing lost 269, you can get some puts and try to see if you're going to retest 260. That's a thing. So I would say 269 on puts and 280.50 on calls. That's what I would be looking at. 280.50 right there and 269 for puts. And that could possibly make us some money either way. And again, guys, if set an alert, try to set that alert for calls and puts if you can. Because if it's a bullish day, you want to be prepared with calls. And if it's a bearish day, you want to be prepared with puts. You don't never want to just be call heavy in your alerts or put heavy in your alerts. You want to have them both. James want to check out EOG. So let's check that out real quick. EOG resources, pulling them up. Again, nice, beautiful chart. Same thing. It's very similar to PXD, the one we just checked out. Very similar. But, excuse me, RSI smoking hot again. And here we go. So now this one is not as strong. I don't think it's as strong as PXD. I'm not really in love with it as I look at it, but it's still strong. So this candle right here opens at 132.73, got as high as 136.94, got as low as 132.02, and it closed at 136.85. So it closed towards the top. Above 137, calls could work here. Below 132, you could definitely jump into puts and see if you could retest that 20-day EMA around that 126 area. That's definitely an aim. If anything, I might be more interested in the put area than the call area on this. I'm going to set an alert for below 132. And guys, I got to repeat some information sometimes because I don't know if I got different viewers in than the viewers prior that was here earlier when I said it. But when I set these alerts, you're more than welcome to take notes and write these alerts down and use them for your own information going forward throughout the week or the weeks to come. However, when I set an alert, it does not mean I'm guaranteed to get into that play. So all because I say below this number, I like it, doesn't mean automatically get into the play. It means go look at the chart and understand what the chart is telling you. Now, if you struggle with understanding what the chart is telling you, that's the reason why you should be in tier 3 of my options group chat, because I can explain to you and I can help you understand it yourself. And if it sounds like I'm pimping tier 3, maybe I am. But I mean, listen, I gotta buy the bacon, right? This how I buy the bacon. So I gotta pimp out tier 3, but at the same time, it's a benefit to you and it's a benefit to me. So I don't feel like it's robbery at all. But I definitely got to put it out there. Tier 3 is great for that purpose. We're going to check out INTU. But you definitely want to have those alerts, and it'll tell you if if you should check out the stock again. So, for example, if I'm watching, I'm just going to say MasterCard, SPY, QQQ, and Tesla, and an alert pops off of INTU, that don't necessarily mean I'm getting in INTU, but it means to look at it and see if that alert was a good enough alert to make me feel confident about getting into play at that time. That's when I would look at the chart. That's when I would check the RSI. That's when I would check the MACD. That's when I check the weekly. That's when I check the monthly. That's when I check the 5-minute. And I'm like, all right, let me find the entry. So that's how that goes. But the alert is the reminder that, hey, you should be looking at this play because it might pop off for you. And sometimes that alert will pop off and I don't jump in, and then the stock will go crazy and I'll be like, dang, I should have jumped in. But sometimes that alert will pop off and it'll go up a little bit and it'll dump. So you got to kind of, it's the yin and the yang. Like nothing is 100% guaranteed in the market. But if you know enough, you'll be able to put yourself in position enough to be successful. So that's all that these alerts do. But say he tapped out on that BBY. Bro, it happens. But what I want you to do is, I don't know what candle you entered on, but I want you to look at the candles and that'll let you know. Like, don't just enter just because you want to get into play. Look at the candles and see how it's set up. And again, if you're not 100% sure, you can always ask me my opinion before you jump into play. Like, yo, what you think about this? And I'll let you know. But if you want to figure it out for yourself, look at the candles. Don't just jump into it. You can take your time and, see if it looked bearish for you or see if it looked bullish for you and jump in. Baggage at the door said a quick version for my strategy of picking a strike price. So my strategy, I typically like to go out the money with multiple contracts. I find if you go out the money with multiple contracts, you can make more money than if you go closer to the money with one contract. However, with that being said, you can't go too far out the money. Each stock moves a certain type of way. So you got to know how that stock moves. For example, I know if I'm playing calls on Apple, if Apple's trading at 140, I don't know what the exact number is. If Apple's trading at 140, I know to make money on Apple, I need to get at least 145 or better or lower to make money. I can't get a 160 call on Apple. That's $20 out. I can't do that. However, if I'm playing calls on Tesla, I can go $200 out the money and still make a lot of money on a Tesla call. So it's just about knowing how the stock move. Now, how you know how the stock move? You create a watch list and you look at that watch list every day, even when you're not trading the stock. So, your watch list got Apple, Tesla, SPY, whatever it is on your watch list. You look at that stock every day and you see how it moves. And after you watch it for a few months, you're going to know, hey, Tesla move. I can tell you, Tesla on a good day, Tesla move $50 easy, no problem. I know that because I watch Tesla. I can tell you on a good day, Apple is going to move $4, no problem. So because I know this, I know how far I can go out on my options. But I like to go out the money with multiple contracts. I think you get more money that way than if you go in the money with less contracts or close to the money with less contracts. So I hope that was helpful for you in how I try to pick strike prices. Watch stocks. The more you watch it, the more you know, the better you'll be at picking a strike price. Also, watch my video on the Greeks. If you haven't got my video on the Greeks, you can hit me up and ask me about it, and I will share that video with you. Or you can just go through my YouTube videos and check it out. Thank you, Baggage at the Door. I'm glad that was helpful. Let's check out INTU real quick. So I can already tell. I like this chart. You got a nice little cup forming right here. Could be a potential cup and handle type of thing. We will see. But not a guarantee, of course, because we don't got no handle yet. We don't got the full-fledged cup all the way just yet. But we'll see. This thing right here opened at 411. Got as high as 422.83. Got as low as 410.69. And closed at 422.48. So closed towards the top. Definitely got room on the RSI. The RSI is not an issue right now. What you would be looking for is above 423. Above 423, calls can definitely work right here. And you definitely got room. You could possibly take this. Let's see here. You could possibly take this. My mouse is going so slow. You could possibly take this to that 435 area at least. And if you get through that, you could probably test 450. So there's definitely room right here on this INTU play. Above 423 definitely is a possibility. Now, you got to be careful because that 423 area is around a 50-day EMA. And I see the last 2 times we hit the 50 in April, we rejected each time. And actually, if you go back to February, the 3rd time we tried to hit the 50, we rejected. So that 50-day EMA has been a little bit of trouble. Now, because I see that, now I'm a little more hesitant. So I will push it to 426 because that's where the 50-day EMA is at. Above 426, I like calls here. But I want to see us get through that area. Below that, I'm not really interested in calls. What you can do is you could look to the downside if you so chose and say below 410 you want to jump into some puts. So the magic numbers for me is 426. I would say 426.50 and below 410.50. That's the magic numbers for me. More than welcome to take notes on these, but they're not automatic jump-ins. Just take notes and use them as they come in handy. And if it come in handy, definitely come back, shout me out. Let me know that you made some money. I'll definitely be happy for you. I'm the kind of guy I want to see everybody win. So even if I don't jump into play and make money, if you tell me you jumped into play and make money, I'll feel accomplished. And of course, if you hit the the super chat button. I definitely appreciate that as well as a way of, showing some love. Definitely appreciate you. We also want to check out Cat real quick. And that's a nice one to trade when you catch it on the right day. Checking out Caterpillar, guys. Let me see if I got anything new here. Godwin said, thanks so much. No doubt, bro. That's what I'm here for. I hope all is well with you and the family, man. Michelle, I'm glad you're learning, Queen. That's what it's all about. We all got to learn, right? I started learning one day, and now here I am. So you start learning, and then, I'd love to see your journey, see where you end up at. But that's what it's all about. You got to be willing to learn. Looking at Cat, this candle right here opens at 215, got as high as 217.63, as low as 214.16, and closed at 217.14. So it closed towards the top. It wasn't a huge day, but it was a bullish day nevertheless. Right here is a danger zone. You got this 220 coming, which has been some resistance throughout this chart. So for that reason, I'm not much interested in Cat right here. You could play puts to the downside. I'm not much interested to the downside. I think it's going to be some good support with all the EMAs right there. 20-day, 50-day, 100-day, 200-day, all within this area. So I don't think there's much room to the downside. But I'm not much interested in the calls right here until we broke through 220. So for that, I'm not going to set no alerts. But, you can keep your eyes on it. But I need 220 before I get interested. We're going to check out RCL real quick. RCL, and I only got a few more stocks that's asked for me to chart, but I got RCL, BA, we already did AMD, I got Snow and V, and then that'll be it unless somebody asks me about another chart. Other than that, we're going to knock out like 4 or 5 more guys and see how that look on our day. RCL, nice bottom right here, hit the bottom around 50, held that, came back with a bull day, and then we had another bull day right after that. So now, and again, if you look at this RSI, you see this RSI kind of was below 30. So that's why I'm saying the RSI can drop below 30. But when you see it, you got to be willing to get out that put any sign of reversal. So this small candle right here is not a big deal. But the fact that the RSI is that low, when I see that small green and I see this candle, I'm aborting any puts that I got on RCL at that point. And I'm glad I did, if I did, because what happens is then you got the big bull candle and the gap up right here. So now, now you're really down on your option if you stayed in an extra day. But nevertheless, looking at RCL, guys, open at 56.50. It got as high as 58.21. It got as low as 56.25, and it closed at 58.19. Closed towards the top, not a huge day. RCL kind of in that same position as Cat, and the fact that it's right next to 60, and I'm not much interested until this thing can clear 60. Above 60, RCL maybe wake up, maybe I get interested. Below 60, I'm not really doing much right here. I'm not setting no alert for that, but it's definitely a noteworthy play if it jumps over 60. And then we're going to check out BA. Full disclosure, I trade Bowen a lot. I used to. I haven't really been in Bowen in a while. Bowen, I mean, obviously it's been dumping. And, we had a little bit of consolidation in this area. And now it looks like you're kind of trying to gain some strength right here. So this candle opens at 128.50, got as high as 132.23, got as low as 128.32, and it closed at 132.23. So it closed at the very top. Wow. I went from saying I never saw that to I seen it on 2 charts in the same session. That's freaky. But nevertheless, above 132.50, maybe this gets some strength. And maybe you can see this thing go and test that 140 area. That would definitely be a possible move. I'm actually going to set an alert for Bowen on that. I like that alert. I'm not much interested to the downside here. I don't feel like it's a lot of room down there. You see the RSI is at 43. So I'm not really excited about a downside move here. But upside move above 132.50 could definitely interest me in Bowen. So I'm gonna set that alert and see how that thing move for me. And I'm gonna let the homie James know that this is done. And then we're gonna check out. We did AMD. We're gonna check out Snow and V. And if you guys got any stocks that you want me to chart, drop those stocks in the comments, and I would definitely chart those stocks ASAP for y'all. If not, Snow and V is going to be the last two, and we're going to dip out from there. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to eat. I got Alfredo for dinner tonight. Alfredo and cowboy steak. So yeah, I'm definitely trying to be greedy. Shrimp Alfredo, should I say, and cowboy steak. I think Monica making some cowboys. So we'll see how that works. But Snow, check that bad boy out. Snow definitely been a crazy one. I made some nice money off Snow on earnings. I grabbed some puts and they dumped right at the open, made me some money, and then I cashed out and then they flipped. So we'll see if that flip holds. The good thing is they had an inside bar this last day. So if you in Snow puts, which unfortunately I know a couple people got stuck in them, if you in Snow puts, all is not lost because we had an inside day on this last candle. This candle opened at 128, got as high as 130.61, got as low as 123.31, and closed at 129.91. So what I'm going to say to you guys, the last candle, the day before that, the high was 134.50. If you get to 134.50, abort mission on any puts. However, below 134.50, which you would like to see, is you would like to see this thing test that 123.31 area. Around 123.31, if I'm in Snow puts from earnings, I would average down on those puts right there and see if we could test the downside and I get a big comeback win. If we can get down to that area. Below that, above that area, I'm not really going to average down, but I will be patient and see if I can get some weakness showing in Snow. But below 123.31 puts could definitely be the move. Above 134.50 calls is definitely a move. Me, I'm not much excited about Snow right here at this area, up or down. So I'm not going to alert Snow, but those are definitely areas I will be looking at. Snow below 123.61, I'm averaging down, and maybe you can enter puts if you're not in puts already. Maybe you enter them, and above 134.50, maybe you can enter calls. The RSI is super low as is, so you definitely got to be careful with puts. But that's not to say that Snow won't retest, especially if the market has any kind of pullback at all from where we are. So it's definitely worth seeing. Then we're going to check out Visa. Visa is a play I do like to trade a lot. I do like to trade Visa. And right here, guys, you get the big bull candle, take out the 20-day, take out the 50-day, and then you get the bull candle to take out the 100-day. Good strength right here being shown on Visa. Opened at 210, got as high as 213.23, got as low as 209.64, and closed at 212.88. So it closed towards the top. What I'll be looking for on Visa, I wouldn't be looking to enter until we took out this 215 area, because this 215 area, A, is a psych number. B is also right where the 200-day EMA is. Above 215, I could get behind Visa, and I'm actually going to alert that because I like that. Above 215, I can get behind Visa and see what that thing is doing. Below 209.50, you can see if this thing want to come and retest that 205 area again. So I'll get behind that as well. Both of those look like they could possibly be moneymaker plays to make some money on. So we definitely alerted that. I did take care of all my tier 3 responsibilities. I definitely typed that all wrong. I did take care of all my tier 3 responsibilities. I took care of all the live questions that y'all had, all the live charts. So unless anybody else got any more charts, I'm definitely going to tap out. It's dinner time as far as I'm concerned. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys subscribe to my channel already. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Ask me about tier 3. Ask me about my paid options group chat. Don't forget to hit the super chat button. Don't forget to hit the super thanks. Dang, that was a lot of stuff I had to say. Irma asked about Apple, so we're not going nowhere because I'm going to do Apple before Irma before we leave out of here. So let's check out Apple, guys. And let me say to y'all, I'm not rushing. We can stay here all night if y'all want to stay. I'm cool with that. But I definitely want to answer questions that I see. If I don't see any questions, I'm going to take it that y'all had enough of my voice. I had enough of my voice. We going to dip out. But I'm not in no rush. As long as y'all got questions, I'm good. I'm good to go. Apple. Nice consolidation period right here. And then we had the gap up. The gap up took out the 20-day EMA, which was a nice sign. It opened at 145.31. It got the 149.68. It got as low as 145.26, and it closed at 149.64. So nice strong move on Apple. Apple above 150 can easily run into 155. Now, if you remember, I was talking about how I know how to grab strikes based off of how a stock move, right? And I said I know Apple can move $4 on a nice day, right? And if you look at Apple right here, it goes from 145 to 149. That's a $4 move, right? And then if you look at this one, all right, this is a $7. This is a big day. 137 to 144. This one, 138 to 141, almost 142, $4 move. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I'll be knowing this by heart. But the reason why I know it is because I literally watch my watch list every day. So, I jokingly and affectionately call myself the options boss. But you don't become the options boss, whether it's a serious thing or a jokingly thing. You don't become that just by, cutting on your computer at 9:30 and trading. You come that because I put in hours of study time after the market, before the market, on days when everybody with their family, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. I'm with my family, but I'm studying because I know that's how I take care of my family. So I say that to say you could be as good as you want to be trading, but the key is you got to put in the time. I know I can get a $4 move on Apple because I look at Apple stock all the time. I know I can get a $50 move on Tesla because I look at Tesla stock all the time. I know I can get a $6 move on Facebook because I look at Facebook stock all the time. So the more you look at these stocks, the more you'll know what kind of strike price you got to get to make some money on it. That's just how it goes. So I just wanted to say that to y'all real quick to go back to my earlier point I was making. But above 150, this thing could definitely run up to that 155 area. That would be the next area of resistance. And again, what's that? A $4 or $5 move. So that's what I'm telling y'all. I know what kind of move Apple's going to make, and that's why I know what kind of strike I can pick, and that's why I'm the quote unquote options boss. So that's what it is, guys. This thing could definitely run up to 155, above 150. If it were to lose that 145 area, you can test 140. I'm not much looking for that to happen. Apple's been pretty strong recently, but it could be a thing. I will set an alert for this Apple 150. And above 150, I might want to jump into Apple calls. Apple's a nice semi-safe play. And I say that because almost nothing is safe in this market right now. But if it was the such thing as a safe play, it's going to be Apple. So that's my Apple alert right there, guys. Let's see here. Ravina said, thanks so much. Go eat. You already know I'm going to get some grub. I can't wait for that. Irma, thank you, Queen. I appreciate you all your support. D. Charles, I appreciate you, my guy. JW, hold on. I got some new people. Hold on. JW2709. Stat calls with Amazon split he want to know about. And yeah, that is a nice 3 candle on Apple a couple days ago. You're absolutely right about that. We'll jump into that stag in a second. Let me check out CMG real quick for Bud Law. I didn't mean to go there. Actually, I already did all these, so I can X that out. Boom. Don't worry, y'all. I was looking at some fasting stuff for gout. I done ran into some darn gout, and it is painful. So don't pay my Yahoo search any mind. Checking out CMG. Open at 1357.79. It got as high as 1406.67. It got as low as 1357.79. And it closed at 1402.42. So it closed towards the top. CMG definitely held that 1400 area. So that's a nice area. If I can see CMG above, what's that? Give me, if I can see it above 1407, this thing definitely has the possibility to run up into that 1462 area. Definitely a good opportunity to make money above 1407. If, however, it lost 1357, maybe you test 1300 again. That could be the move as well. Definitely alert worthy. I don't play CMG a whole heck of a lot, but it is a play that you can make money on. I have definitely made money on it. It's just not something I do often. I don't play this one often, but it's a money maker. If you catch it on the right day, you'll make a lot of money. So CMG, I definitely like that setup right there. It could be a moneymaker one way or another. And Big Tone, I didn't even see yours. My bad, bro. Did I skip you? Drop your comment again. My bad. Let me scroll a little bit. Is that yours? I thought that was a typo. Dang, I'm all right. I'm gonna check that out. I thought that was a typo, honestly. JW2709. I want to know about stat calls. You want to know about it looks like. And I'm assuming, my bad. I'm assuming you mean IAA. Is that what you're talking about? Let me know, because I'm not super duper familiar with that. If that's what you're talking about, I'll chart it. But let me know before I even dive in. Let me dive into stag and wait for your comment. Stag calls, I can tell you it's not something I will be interested in. JW2709. So you asked about stag calls, right? I'm not interested in it, and I'm going to tell you why. Even with the split, this does not have a lot of range. And what I mean by range is the higher the candle and the lower the candle. So that's how options trader make money. We need a stock to move up, or we need a stock to move down. And if it don't move much, we're not going to make money because theta is going to kick our butt. And if you don't know about theta, please go to my channel and watch my video on the Greeks. And if somebody is super nice, they'll go find my video on the Greeks and copy and paste it in the comments. But if not, no problem. Definitely go find my video on the Greeks. Theta is going to kick your butt. The high of this candle was 33.57. The low of this candle was 32.86. So that's what, a 70-cent move? It's hard to make money when a stock moves 70 cents on a day. The candle the day before that, that's a 50-cent move. The candle the day before that, that's a 60-cent move. You can't make money trading this. Is absolutely positively no reason to be in calls on this company right now. Is no volatility right here. There's no range. I would not trade this for any reason at all. Period. Next subject. Definitely ask me about another one if you got another one, but I would not buy options on that for any reason. There's no point. Big Tone said GameStop. I definitely did not see you say that, but I charted GameStop already. If you can, scroll through the video and look at skip around a little bit and you'll run into it. I already charted GameStop, so I don't want to chart it a second time. Irma, thank you so much for that super chat. That's my second one. I appreciate you. That's very nice of you. Thank you so much. You definitely dope for that. Baggage at the door. Want to check out GS. I love GS setup. I'll tell you that right now. It's set up in a super sweet way. And real quick, y'all, let me double back to Apple because Ravina mentioned a 3 candle on Apple. And I want to show y'all what she meant when she said that 3 candle. So you see this candle right here, right? This candle has a high and a low. And then you see this candle right here. Every candle has a high and a low. But this candle has a higher high and a lower low. So when it has a higher high and a lower low, that is a 3 candle. When you see a 3 candle, that's a great opportunity for options traders to make money. Coincidentally enough, I got a 1K to 10K challenge. Full transparency, I'm getting smacked in it right now. But because I saw that 3 candle that she talked about, I jumped into calls on Apple in my 1K to 10K challenge, and we was able to make a couple pennies off of that. So I was happy for it. I didn't even jump in on this one. I jumped in the very next day. I saw the 3 candle, and then I saw the gap up. I knew it was easy money to be made, and we needed an easy win because we've been struggling in the 1K to 10K challenge. So I jumped in there, and I made some money right there for the 1K to 10K challenge. But that right there is a 3 bar. That's an outside candle, also known as a 3 candle. So when you see Ravina say in the comments that was a nice 3 candle on Apple, this is the candle she's talking about. And when you see that 3 candle, assuming it's a 3 up, which it is, you know, calls is going to work the next day, which I did. And if it was a 3 down, I would have known puts is going to work the next day, which it wasn't. So that's that. Baggage at the door. Yeah, you said Goldman Sachs. I want to check out Goldman Sachs for y'all because I do like the Goldman Sachs setup. That is a super sweet setup on Goldman. So we looking at Goldman, right, guys? This is Goldman Sachs. Let me zoom in a little bit for y'all. So right here, you see a whole lot of consolidation. like pretty much the entire month of May is between 300 and 320, you could call it, right? So then when you get this candle right here, this sweet mama, this is what I've been waiting for. This candle opens at 318.30. It get as high as 325.50. It got as low as 317.98. And it closed at 323.63. So when I seen that let me know we broke out that consolidation area. So because I saw that on this day, I jumped into calls in my paid options group chat. I jumped into calls because I knew we broke out the consolidation. We consolidated. If you don't know what consolidation means, not being silly or anything, but I'm just saying because you don't know until you know. And I know it was a point in time when I didn't know what consolidation means as far as the stock chart, not talking about life. But it just basically means you trading in the same area. You're not going too far up. You're not going too far down. So when you break out that consolidation area, whether you're going up or down, now I know it's money to be made now. If you break out going up, I know it's money to be made on calls. If you break out going down, I know it's money to be made going down. So when you see a stock consolidating, you wait till it break, and then you get calls or puts, depending on which way it go. This one broke up. I got calls. This next candle opened at 326.75. It got as high as 328.67. It got as low as 323.19, which they got baggage at the door shook. She was a little shook when it hit 323.19. But she showed faith in me. She stuck with the play, and it closed the day at 328.58. So it closed towards the top. Very happy about that. Now, in this play, you got a little bit of resistance coming up around this 331 area, right? If you so happen to bust through that 331 area, which we very well could, you can run this thing up into 336. That's going to be a huge move if we can see 336. I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe we got 330 calls. So if this thing go to 336, my gosh, we're going to be $6 into the money. That's going to be a sweet, sweet win. You get that type of win in the options group chat, and that's when I'll be like, yo, guys, the tip jar is open. So we'll see if I get to open up the tip jar on Goldman Sachs. But I love the setup on Goldman Sachs. The RSI is at 59.83, so we still got room. No need to panic, especially because we already in the play, and the play finished green at the end of the day. So we already in the play, is already green, got room to go. Above 331, you can run this thing into 336. Below 330, below, let me see here. This thing finished at 328. Below 323, you might want to abort mission if this thing reversed on us. But as long as it holds that 323 area, I'm looking for 331. I'm looking for 336. That's what I'm looking for out of Goldman Sachs because it came out of that consolidation area. It just needed to come out of that. Since it did, I like good things on this stock. Ravina, thank you, Queen. I appreciate that. Look at this. This is my third ever super chat. Y'all making me blush. I appreciate that. I feel like I answered everybody's question. If you got any stocks you want me to chart that I have not charted, please drop the comment. If you have not, I got some shrimp Alfredo and cowboy steak waiting for me. I'm probably going to drink some raspberry lemonade, and then I'm going to eat a Cinnabon because I am fat, even though I'm trying to work out. Don't judge my life. Judge yourself. That being the case, guys, I don't see any more stocks coming in. I don't see no more questions. Terry said she is new to the channel and she enjoyed this live stream. Terry, please make sure you subscribe, Queen. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Click all notifications. I try to do these lives at least a couple times a week, and I drop videos giving you plays that you might like during the week. Ask questions. Get familiar with me. I'm an open book. I'm not running. I'm always around. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. Baggage at the door. I appreciate you, Queen. Let's get some money this week. I hope y'all enjoy y'all night. It's your boy, the Options Boss. You can always be a boss with the Options Boss. I'm a holler when I holler. Boss man, thank you.